not even on. Oh, okay, we're in.
Oh, we're live now.
Okay, we're live now.
Oh,
Like right now?
Yeah, right now.
Oh
my
Hi.
So, welcome to the next episode of the
Hello.
703 podcast. I'm Tyler, and I'm here with my with my co-host Emma,
Hi.
and we're interviewing the Rhineland cast. Well, some of them
Hello.
What's up?
about the season. So Annabelle's here, Chelsea's here. How you want to pronounce your name? Miko? Is that how you pronounce your name?
Michael.
Michael.
Oh,
What?
Michael.
There you go. Oh, another Michael. Yikes. I didn't mean to say L. Sorry. Toby and Thomas is here, and we're all going to talk about your new favorite season and
Woohoo!
all your favorite cast members and why they were raggedy and why you love them. So let's get into this.
Woo!
So I guess we'll start with the rock draw on day 3 because
Oh God.
Oh wow.
Okay, here's my entire thing about that. That was the craziest things I've ever seen in day 3. I never thought in my wildest dreams that would ever happen.
Who would have ever thought that would happen in general?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
Like,
I
who would
personally wouldn't
risk
draw rock on day
at the
3,
beginning of
but
the game?
No. Okay. Fuck off, Toby.
I love you said that this was gonna be a friendly chat, and then it's just like, fuck you.
Sorry. I love you, Toby.
No, you don't. Okay.
No, I don't. So basically, so they wanted to vote. So David and Jasmine were like, we're gonna vote out Matthew because he sucked in the challenge, but he sucked about as much as I did. So I was like, no, I don't want to do that, and I'd never talked to Jasmine, so I refused. So yeah, and then I caused a rock draw, so that's fun. My dad just called me down for dinner.
oh,
So
You can starve. Shut up.
Oh.
I would, but he's gonna get mad.
Get down here.
Then eat and come back then.
Go eat your arm.
Just eat really quick.
Okay, yeah, I'll eat really fast. Okay, I'll be back in hopefully 15.
Okay.
Bye.
It's
Okay.
cool. You didn't go to tribal till a long time from now, so it's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Alright.
Mwah.
Bye.
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 So
This chat got a lot lighter.
So we had the rock draw, and then David ended up going home.
Rob.
So then yeah, he was robbed.
Yeah,
And
I
then-
have to say, I know we're gonna bring me up next, but I got
Yes.
because I don't even know why I was so loved in the viewing lounge. I don't know why. I was only there for 6 days.
Well, I mean, at least Chelsea's here to explain why you got voted out, though. So
Yeah, I am here.
go ahead, Chelsea. Take it away.
Okay. I feel so bad about this still. Okay. So basically, I came into this game wanting to control every single tribal,
Mm-hmm.
It didn't
which
work.
was it didn't work, but a very strong goal. I went about it the wrong way, which is why I got voted out. But
I wasn't even gonna vote you out, to be honest.
I know you weren't, but okay. Here's the thing. So basically, everyone was like, "Oh, let's vote Alyssa because whatever reason."
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to do that because I liked Alyssa, and I also had. This was when Matt was very talkative at this point at the beginning of the game. So I had a really good relationship with Matt and with Alyssa and with Michael. I had a good relationship with all three. But I just to be the one to pick the name, and it just happened to be Michael's name, and then that's why he went home.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie here. Right when I got voted out, it was literally I did not see it coming at all. I never saw that coming.
Go off,
So
Chelsea.
I
You
was
better pull off
actually
the
a
blind
little bit
side.
heartbroken by that because I felt like I had a lot more potential to show what I could do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it sucks to be out at day 6, but I do have no regrets. I'm still friends with all 3 of them. I would
Yay.
I know for 100% if you asked me back, I would come back. I
Yes, we
can
love
understand.
attorneys.
I
Yeah.
think, like, okay, Michael, my only thing is if you, the next org you play, whatever it is,
Yeah.
be social, that's great, but, like, you kind of failed us when it came to the challenges. So you were, like, really active, which is great, but then, I don't know,
Okay.
you just wanted
Can,
to prove
can I
your
just say
work.
something on this? There was actually another org I was in. There was another org I did before. I actually did get to the finals, and I was the challenge dominator of that season by
Are you
winning
talking about
3 in the...
Hemisphere?
What?
Are you talking about Hemisphere?
Yeah. I
Okay.
was the challenge dominator in that season. I just didn't get a challenge that I can show what I can do. Flappy Bird, I'm not good at that. And I know I can type fast, but not as fast as Matt and Alyssa. So that's kind of why I kind of stepped back. So that way, if the challenge happened to be our loss, I wasn't the main target. To my knowledge, and I had a really closely with Chelsea. I didn't want her to go because she was the lowest out of the 3. So the next lowest was Alyssa. So that's why I kind of wanted to go with Alyssa. It wasn't anything personal, it wasn't, but it was just to try to further myself with the people I think I could trust, which obviously that wasn't the case. But yeah, I had a blast through this entire. And here's the thing: I did make history. I made the first bowling alley.
Oh yeah. Oh, you were getting dragged for that. I remember that. I just randomly remember that. Sorry. Why did you decide to make a bowling alley?
Like, here's the thing: I felt like most games, like this entire thing, like in the show and in real thing, it's like always about strategy, or challenges. I
Mm-hmm.
came into the game kind of wanted to be like, why don't I just change stuff up a little bit and just
Mm-hmm.
like have some fun, and just let all that stress out and just chill, just to make it so it's like not as stressful as it was before. It
Mm-hmm.
like it wasn't anything strategic or about the game. It was just to have fun with the people I was with.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I think
they
I was
dragged you for it.
probably,
No awkward pauses. Okay.
I was probably the least
I thought he was
bothered
still
by
talking. Sorry,
what?
I thought he was still talking. I'm sorry, Chelsea.
No, it's okay. I was just saying, I think I was probably the least bothered by the whole bowling alley thing. I know that Alyssa was pretty annoyed, but
Yeah, I could tell.
yeah.
Are we?
I think like, you came from, you were doing it coming from a good place. It was just a little over the top.
Right. I get that. But like, hey,
So,
my
oh,
update on this is actually I did get into another org, and I did a lot of good things, and I ended up getting 4th at the end.
good
So,
job.
Nice.
so yeah, that's kind of my update.
Yes. So, you guys get swapped, and then the returnees are revealed. Is that how that happened? Yes, that's how that happened.
I called that too. I did call about return. I knew something big was gonna come out of that water. I knew it.
Yeah, we all figured that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, fuck us. We're trying to have a secret then, huh? Anyways, so you guys got swapped. I'm trying not to go.
I mean, it was kind of obvious. I tried to dive into the water. You guys were just like, "No, you die."
Did we say that?
None of that.
Yeah,
Well,
you did. You're just like, "No, you will drown."
well, don't do that then. So you
I
guys
didn't.
got swapped. I'm trying to see which tribes got dissolved. What was it? Travarian
Yeah.
Nye? Nye? Okay.
Not here.
So then Nozel went to tribal council again, and I think
I'm
Chelsea
looking
was
up
the only one who was
Rhineland
there.
right now, so let me just.
What?
I don't know why.
Chelsea was the only one who was there. So Chelsea, tell us what happened when Matthew went home.
That was kind of just an easy situation because we were all kind of freaked out that Matthew was willing to go to Rocks on the first tribal. And we were like, if he's willing to do that first tribal, like, what else is he willing to do? And so we kind of just decided as a group to vote him out. So it was kind of an easy decision.
Yeah, just like how to get away with murder on Survivor just to win $1 million.
What's happening?
What?
What's happening?
Hold on, because Alyssa is coming.
Oh, really?
Awesome.
Yes.
Yay, robbed queen.
Yes.
Is that just the theme for the season? Like everybody gets robbed?
Oh no.
My winner pick didn't. Sorry.
I helped.
I was
kind of.
I do gotta say, Alyssa. Yeah, this was the season of robbed players.
Yeah, it was.
Well,
Like,
kinda your
I'm
fault.
not gonna lie here. 3 out of the people on our tribe got. I think I kind of got. I'm not gonna lie. I can see why I was voted out. I feel like I was just a bit robbed. Alyssa was robbed, and Chelsea was robbed.
Chelsea was robbed. That was trifling.
Fuck Matt.
I was
huh?
robbed, and it wasn't even my fault. That's the worst part, but we'll get to that later.
We'll get to that. Yeah, there's so much
Oh my
tea
God,
about
Chelsea,
that
you
tribal.
voted out Chelsea. You're trash. How could
Huh?
you do that? You
What?
voted out Chelsea. How could you do that?
Voted out who?
Chelsea, trifling.
Oh, well, I don't know. We're going to get to that later, and there's like a shit ton of tea. So
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah,
how do I add Alyssa to the chat? Where's Nema?
you have to
I'm
give her
right
the
here.
link.
Yeah, link in the chat.
Give her the link.
Huh?
I'll give her the link.
Oh, okay, I gave her the link and she said she can get in.
Annabelle says she loves Matthew. By the way,
I was trying to. Oh, does she?
I don't know.
Oh, well, he did go to Rocks for her. So that.
Yeah. That's fair.
Let me
And
see.
I
Okay.
actually really liked him. He was really sweet, but he scared me.
So after Matthew got voted out, that's when Michael got removed. How did y'all feel about Michael getting removed?
Well,
What
he
do you
had
mean?
he had like a reputation on. I was in a previous community, Epic Mafia, and he did have that reputation of being like a cheater and whatnot. And I didn't know anything. I didn't know Matthew was that guy, you know. So then,
Really?
to see-
Matthew
yeah,
got
yeah.
Michael, not Matthew, Michael.
Oh, Michael. Oops. Yeah. But
I
then
didn't
he
get
has that
removed.
reputation, and Anna knows about that too. So that's
Yeah,
I
Anna
probably
told me about that. Like
yeah
following like there was an altercation between
yeah
Annabelle and Michael, and then she told me about that.
yeah. So he does have a history of cheating. So I wasn't. Mm, huh?
Wait, what?
What?
Oh, you're talking about the other Michael. Okay.
The one
Yeah,
who
not
got
you.
the one who got
Okay, I was
removed.
gonna say,
Yeah.
when did
Are you
I-
guys relieved that he got removed?
So.
What
What?
was that?
Emma
was
said,
another
are you
awkward-
relieved that he got removed?
Mm. Yeah, well, I didn't want to deal with that, so better that he gets removed
I was actually
earlier than
gonna
later.
target him if like my tribe went to tribal before the swap.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I was gonna try to get Will and Charlie on board and put them out
Why?
Okay.
because I thought he was gonna be like a. From what I assumed, he was smart. He was what's all the word? Strategic. So it's like get him out while I have a chance.
Fair.
Emma, she said add this email.
Okay, I'll add.
I sent it to you on Facebook. Oh, for everybody who doesn't know, Michael got kicked out because he sent screenshots
Oh,
and they snitched.
Yeah,
And
cool.
Wait, and
the
what?
rules
I know.
say you can't send screenshots, and it's a strike per screenshot. And he sent 3, and
Oof.
it only needs 3 to kick you out the game.
Jeez.
So yeah,
It's like these hosts will not kick me out. Like, kick him out.
You probably didn't think Anna would snitch. So.
because I think what happened was him and Anna got into an argument, and I remember that. And then I think they were both venting to Annabelle, and he sent screenshots to Annabelle. Annabelle said, "Don't send me screenshots." And I think
Oh,
he told Anna that, and then they ended up showing us, and then you're not
Wait, who
allowed.
is this unknown person? Oh,
damn.
it's Alyssa.
Hello.
Hello.
Alyssa, hey.
Alyssa, yay!
Robbed queen.
And now we
I was
have.
trying to hold it off so we could
Wait, do we
talk
have
about you
all?
when you're here. So, speaking of Alyssa, since she's here,
Oh.
Alyssa was the next one voted out. Wait,
Wait, can
you
I
shut up just in time.
can I just say my opinion on this?
Sure.
I'm gonna be completely honest. After my vote off, I'm not even gonna lie. I felt like the one person I was gonna go the farthest in our tribe was Alyssa. I actually thought she was gonna go at least top. I thought the latest she would have went was final 7. I think. I
Mm.
don't. So I
Oh,
was
thank you.
genuinely shocked that she went out this early in this
I
game.
I loved Alyssa in our tribe. I actually
And no
really
offense to
really loved her.
Chelsea, no offense to her, but I felt like Alyssa probably had a little bit better shot to me than Chelsea did. Just a bit.
Cool.
Chelsea and I would have to.
Cool. Okay.
No,
I
we're
think
So,
in
both
my
ready
host
for mine and
rankings,
Chelsea's F2.
What?
I think in my host rankings, I put Alyssa in like top 4 or something like that.
Mm.
But I
I'm
can't
pretty
find
sure
it.
all
So.
of the hosts were
I
disappointed.
can pull it up.
Well, I wasn't disappointed in you. I was just salty you left. Like I was big mad.
I was so sad.
Okay,
Yeah.
literally everyone
Yeah, join the
lied to me.
pre-jury club.
Yeah, I did. Everyone lied to me about my
Alyssa,
vote
join
out.
the club. Everyone lied to me
Really?
too.
Yeah, we did.
Well, I
Wow,
didn't
y'all
lie
ain't
to you.
shit.
I just didn't talk to you, and that was rude because I meant to.
I kind of felt bad because I actually really did want to keep you, but then when I talked, well, me, Ashley, and Harold were in our alliance, obviously original tribe, and I was like, "Oh, guys, we could do Miles this round. It's basically Miles or Alyssa," and they were like, "Oh, we can do Alyssa," and I was like, "Oh, okay, shit." Like I actually
Mm,
really want, but I didn't want to stick my neck out for it, make like a wave, and they're going to be questioning me and whatever.
I
So
feel
I
you.
actually really did want to keep you, but yeah, it
I got
happened the way it
straight
did.
swap fucked. That's all it
Yeah,
was.
yeah, honestly. I
what?
wanted to take out Miles so badly, but
Wait, hold on. There is one.
Okay, I wanted you to take out Miles too.
yeah.
Straight like that.
What
Yeah.
went down that
Like
trial?
you should have saw us in the host. You were like, yo, like, yes. Tell us everything that happened.
Yeah, like what happened at tribal?
Besides you getting married too.
Who
Oh,
oh, okay.
Emma's asking y'all questions.
someone said that they wanted to take out the returnees. And I really, really liked Felix, so I didn't want him gone. Who was the other one?
Miles.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, let's do Miles. And I talked to Ashley about it, and she's like, yeah, let's do Miles. Like, I'm so excited to work with you. Like, no, I'm not even kidding. The way I was lied to was not even like, oh yeah, I'm voting Miles with you. It was like, yeah, I'm voting Miles with you, and this is gonna be a great start to our working relationship. This is gonna be awesome. Like, it was an extensive amount of lies for fucking final 16. Although, oh, okay, this is what I want to talk about. Because I almost found the idol. I was there. And so when I left, I wanted to stir
You
up as much
did.
drama as possible. And
Yeah.
I dropped idol clues.
Oh
Oh,
jeez. Like
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
looking at the host predictions, and honestly, the lowest placement that the host predictions on for Alyssa was 6.
Shut up.
There was a 6, there was a winner, there was a 4th, and let me see where's the other one, and there's a 5th.
Oh my god.
yeah. I actually thought you found the idol and we're just like, "Oh, fuck you guys. I got the idol." And I didn't even look for it cuz I thought you had it. But
No.
yeah, and then Miles caught on to what you meant and then he got it. So,
Fuck. The guy I voted for got it.
Yeah. Which was under.
That is irony.
Yeah.
There you go.
Honestly,
I still feel
stopped
bad
paying
about that.
attention. I stopped paying attention. Did he use it?
Yeah, he did at
Yes.
final 6, I think.
Yeah, but like I don't have the time to use it. But again, we can talk about that later.
Yeah.
So then after after the tragic boot of Alyssa, that was so tragic. Whew, that hurt my soul. Anyways, Harold went first of all, I have to get this off my soul. Harold should have went first.
Yeah, weren't they on the same track?
No,
Yes.
it was
No,
because
there
we're
are
all
never gods.
there's like 3 of us out of the 6 from like 3 of us from Eburone. So we wanted to stay strong, obviously, but then when it came down to that vote, he was like really inactive and he was doing really shitty in the challenges. So we were like, oh yeah, it's time to cut him. But yeah, and he's from Malaysia too, like me. So low key, I wanted to get rid of him anyway.
Cut
Yeah.
them in.
Oh my god, that's horrible.
Yeah, but he was nice when you talk to him,
You're
but he was
terrible.
like he's 14, so what do you really expect a 14-year-old to like talk about?
Yeah.
Other than Annabelle, she has a big mouth, but
Oh.
I can't with y'all. Oh my god.
But yeah, it was a really
So
easy vote
then,
out.
It was
yes,
Courtney.
yes, it was.
Mm.
Yeah, because you guys swapped again, and then Mozo lost again. And then Courtney, is anybody here? Oh, Chelsea's here. Look, Chelsea is so useful. Go off.
That was me again. Okay, this one was actually an even better blindside than the whole Michael thing because
Screw you, by the way.
sorry, but
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
no one even knew it was me, like ever.
Yeah, actually, like I was there. I didn't even know it came from you. That was like pretty impressive.
Yeah, like I still don't know how I pulled it off. Because Chari literally, Sherry, I can't remember how you say it. Anyway, she said in our group chat that we could vote her off because she didn't participate. And I was like, no, that's not going to happen.
I was even
And
against that idea.
Courtney was a super huge threat. And I knew she had an advantage because I went to the river with her and I know I lost and Harold was the other one and I knew he definitely did not win. So I knew it had to be her. So I was like, okay, if she gets blindsided, she's leaving with a power. She's not going to know. No one's going to know. And so I told Nora and Cherie about it. And then Nora, this time it worked in my advantage, but Nora then went around to everybody and was like, we're voting out Courtney. And then it just kind of happened. So it was either Shari or Nora that actually made the plan, but it was me. And it was like kind of the best blindside I've pulled off, I think.
Okay, can we talk
Nora
about
is
Chelsea's
such a
mind right now?
kid. I can't.
We love using a runner.
What's that?
Yeah.
But
Oh,
Telling
okay.
one person who you know
Yeah.
is going to go and then tell everyone and flip everyone onto a vote so everyone thinks it came from them.
Oh, okay.
Oh, geez.
Nora's
Nora
literally the perfect runner.
Yeah.
Nora is such a crackhead. I can't.
She
Like,
can't even
Nora-
explain.
I can't. I'm such a stan though, because I don't know.
I was like a final. I had like a
She's
duo with
crackhead.
her like pre-merge, and it was she like we were actually like we worked so well together until merge, and yeah.
What happened?
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, we're both crackheads, so it just didn't work out.
no, I just
Oh,
ignored
We love
the hell out of me. So
Yeah,
Yeah, we
honestly,
both do.
yeah, we're fucked up. Our PMs were so fucked up. It was like kind of scary.
Was it
I
like idle
bet.
paranoia everywhere?
Yeah, it was idle
They used to
paranoia,
say
and then
us.
after she. Oh
Yeah.
wait, I'll talk about that later. But yeah.
So after that, Ashley got voted off. Was anyone there for like Ashley vote off?
No one actually.
No one here.
No one
Ashley
here.
getting voted off?
We had a
voted
cat.
out?
I was very happy about that.
I was actually
How are you
surprised.
normally voted
Yeah, me
Now
too.
out?
the person who's supposed to be there for Ashley vote off is late.
Oh,
What?
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 See,
Your mic kind of
Ashley,
cut off. Is he okay?
where's Willow? Because she could explain this, but she's late. Where's Willow?
Like usual.
Yeah.
Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you?
Willow, where are you?
Where's
We
Willow?
got a podcast to do now.
I'm pretty useless from here on out. Sorry about that.
Yeah, you're telling me I'm a second boot and I'm still here.
That's funny.
All I have is
We
the
love
actual
pre-merge
boot order.
boots that are more involved.
It's okay. You can just make.
Yeah, I'm
Tyler?
just here for the commentary, dude.
So are we waiting on Willow? Oh yeah, we are.
Willow, you are?
Willow.
Sorry for the
Still walking her
incessant
dog.
Get here.
Hi.
Wait. I got this. Hold on.
So
Well,
we're
Willow
also
could explain it because I don't know.
yeah, like what else?
She's been walking her dog for a half hour. Where the fuck is she walking into?
For half an hour. Do you guys want to save that for later and move to merge?
I was just about to say that.
What?
Like saving like what Willow has to save for later.
Oh yeah.
Hold on.
Okay, so while we're waiting for
Hold on,
Willow
I'm
to get
almost
here,
there. There we go.
Ashley unanimously went, and it was sad because we really liked her.
I was actually also surprised that Chelsea went out this early, though.
Yeah, me too. Cause
Chelsea was
Nora's
wrong.
actually Nora's
Like,
so good at getting tea. Like she knew all about Ashley's previous wins and shit. Nora's like fucking Sherlock Holmes. Like she knew everything about Ashley. Like, and I
Can you
was
hear me?
surprised because I thought Ashley would do well too.
Yeah, we can hear you,
I
Tyler.
can hear you.
Yeah. Huh?
Like, here's the thing. Like, I know I said before that I felt like Ashley would have been the one to go farthest in our tribe. I'm not gonna lie, that's not 100% true because I
Can you hear me
actually
now?
did. Because my actual prediction was I thought Ashley was gonna go the furthest, but as a game player, I actually knew in my head that the person I wanted to win the most and slash the person I think would have won if it was in our tribe would have been Chelsea. I don't know. I was actually shocked that she was out first juror. I thought she would at least make it to final 6 or 7.
Chelsea was wrong.
Yeah. Not my proudest
Can you hear me?
moment.
Yeah.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. All right, so let's move on to the most correct portion of the game.
Oh god.
The merge.
Oh no!
Yay.
So
Uh,
we merged in final 12. And
Yeah.
then the rest of you are gonna take it from there.
Just like, nope. Take it away.
Anybody want to say anything?
What happened?
I think Chelsea
I
should
couldn't
go
really
first.
say anything. I don't even know what to say.
Okay, so before when I used Nora to my advantage, this time it really did not work to my advantage. Because all I did was say one little thing to Nora about how maybe we shouldn't go after Jasmine because that's easy. Why don't we go after someone like Anna Jane? Then I left work, got on the bus, went home, went out with friends, and was not online for 3 hours. And I came home to Anna Jane basically yelling at me on Messenger.
Wow.
And I was like, well, what? What's going on? And I messaged her being like, so I guess we're targeting each other? Like, what's happening? And then she just started freaking out.
Oh my god.
I know how that feels.
Son of a bitch.
She freaked out at me too, so.
So I was just like, okay, so I'm not going to let her just yell at me. So I was defending myself. Then she was telling me that I was the reason why this whole fight happened. Then all of a sudden he mentioned the whole Barbie situation.
What Barbie situation?
Yeah, what happened during
Yeah,
that?
I'm still thinking about that. I don't have it like a
low key my
clear vision
fault
about that.
because
What? Keep going.
Oh, I think it's low key my fault because I had a trio with Anna Jane and Annabelle, and me and Nora were talking quite weird. This is at the point we were still quite close, and Nora kept telling me, calling them Barbies to me. So I was like, okay, why not stir up trouble, you know? And I told them that, you know, Nora was calling you guys Barbies, and somehow that kind of evolved into Chelsea calling them Barbies. I don't know. I was like, I wasn't complaining because you know he off of me, but I don't know how it got to Chelsea calling them Barbies, but it was fun.
I honestly don't know. And then so basically,
It
Anna
just turned
Jane
into
was
something
like,
from the Jersey Shore.
so she said it in our chat, and she was like, well, then she's like, you're basing this off of nothing, and you're calling Annabelle and I Barbies, and then she had this big thing of like why that was so bad, and I was like, wait, pardon?
Excuse me,
was a complete lie. Like nothing that she was saying I said ever came out of my mouth.
Okay,
and I was like, oh, what is happening?
It was funny because like she was kind of yelling in our trio chat, and I was like, yeah, she said that, yeah, like she totally said that.
She told me about that.
We should get
I was like,
revenge
oh
on
my
her for
God.
saying that. Like we should
Okay,
target her for
Zach.
saying that, blah blah blah. And I was like, fuck yeah, this is fun.
You little. Oh. So okay. So then we kind of, after I had said like I literally did not say any of this, she kind of calmed down and we started talking. But then.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Okay, so like my question is, so you told Nora about this, right? She told it to Anna Jane. Like, why didn't you assume that at all?
No. That's not what happened.
Oh, okay. Or else I'm just
What are we talking about? I'm back.
We're talking about the merge vote.
Merge vote.
Yeah, we're talking about the Barbie thing.
Yeah.
I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world.
Okay. Anyway, long story short, I was targeted because of Nora and apparently Toby. Thanks.
Yeah,
Toby.
I was just adding fuel to the fire. It was like really fun. But...
Well, it wasn't very fun for me.
No, yeah.
Wait, okay.
I also knew you were like a really good player, so I was like, yeah, why not do this? Like,
I mean, it's a good
out of my way.
Yeah, it makes sense. I get it.
Yeah, because I knew you from Kingdoms Collide, and I was like, shit, okay, like, why not? But Annabelle?
Hi. Okay. I'm here.
How was your supper?
What the fuck? It was fine.
What did you eat?
I had a fajita bowl.
A what?
A fajita bowl.
Oh.
It was vegetarian. It was very good, very healthy. I didn't have dessert, so I could run up here and talk to you guys. So.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I know. I know. Okay, so I'll talk about the Barbie thing. I'm gonna talk about the Barbie thing. So Nora had been calling me Barbie since like the second that we met. Like pretty much the first thing that she said to me was your manga, or however you pronounce it, looks like Barbie. And I was like, okay, that's fine. But then like Anna came to me and was like, oh, people are calling us Barbie and I'm really upset about it. And I was like, okay, if she's upset about it, then I'll be upset about it. Like, I don't care.
What? How does that make sense?
I don't
When
know.
Anna Jane says something, you don't disagree.
Why?
Yeah,
No.
actually,
Yeah.
Why's
Literally,
that?
That's
What
literally,
not
like
logical.
did you do?
anything that Anna felt in like when I first met her, like when I like in the early stages of Anna and I's relationship and stuff, whatever she felt, I felt as well.
Kind of like a soul link.
That's so funny.
Except, okay, it wasn't really a soul link because she didn't feel the same things I felt.
That's
It was more like for a while. In my opinion, it was like
This is the
she
most
didn't
dysfunctional friendship I've ever seen.
she didn't think of it like that. Like that wasn't her intention, but because of the way that I am and the way that she is, that's how it was, and that's why I did the Thomas thing, sort of. But that's not. We're not talking about that yet. So, yeah.
I can't wait to talk about that.
Yeah.
So wait, you weren't offended by the Barbie thing, were you?
Was okay.
Initially?
No, I wasn't.
You sounded pretty upset in our chat, though.
Well, it was my
Or were you just connecting with Anna like usual?
Okay, so like my wiki username is Real Sad Barbie, and that's because I get called Barbie at school and stuff. So I was like, "What's a nickname?" Barbie. That's something. So maybe Nora took it from that. Maybe she looked at that and was like, "Oh my God, she likes being called Barbie." But I think that Anna got really upset about it. So I guess I was more upset that Anna
The
was
question
upset.
is, do you have a boyfriend named Ken?
What?
Malaysian Ken.
What?
Malaysian
Shut
Ken?
up. Shut up.
Malaysian Ken.
Shut up.
My
Malaysian Ken.
Oh my God.
I love Malaysia.
Go ahead, sorry. That was funny. So are we moving on to the next thing now?
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah.
Sure.
So you weren't mad about it initially?
No.
We were just faking it. Okay.
I wasn't faking it.
Oh, okay.
I was upset for Anna.
Mm-hmm.
Because I knew how upset she was, and I love Anna a lot. So I was like,
Gotcha.
oh my God, if she's upset, then I should probably be upset too.
Gotcha.
She's like my
So you
sister.
kind of played along with it.
Yeah.
Kind of like an actress.
I'm really smart, so that's why I did that.
Yeah, I could see that, because if that's the actual case of how Anna... I've never played with her, but if that's how she reacts, I would probably do the same thing, just so you know, just like, hey, I feel the same way you do. Let's work together and stuff.
Also, Chelsea, I had a question. Felix told me and Anna that you were spreading a rumor that me, Anna, Annabelle, and Matt had an alliance. Is that like true?
Oh my God, no! That's another lie.
Yeah, that was actually the exact reason why we started an alliance, because of that rumor.
Oh my God.
Which was like literally the reason we started that alliance, was because someone grouped us out and we're like, fuck that, let's actually be an alliance.
Let's just throw a tomahawk.
Yeah, no, the only reason why that alliance happened was because someone said that you created it. So we were like, Chelsea spoke this alliance into existence.
Yeah, and that's why we targeted. Yeah.
Y'all drank Chelsea. Y'all drank.
Is it wrong to say I wish I was in that merge just to see that happen?
Felix, I can't. You know what? Nope, I'm not talking about him anymore.
Yeah, he literally exposed everything. He was playing double agent so well.
Felix screwed me over in every single game I've played with him. And for some reason, I still go into every game seeing him being like, I can trust him. No, I can't.
Like, I'm gonna be honest. I played double agent in a couple of boards I played in. It's actually very difficult to pull off. Because if one side figures it out, they can just tell the other side, and then you're completely on the bottom. with no way back in. So it's a very tricky like balancing act. So the fact of the matter he could do that really well was very impressive to me.
Are we talking about middle games?
Yeah.
What
So,
just happened? I missed a little.
Okay.
So
Okay. You know what we should talk about? Let's talk about Jasmine. Let's move on.
so Jasmine got evacuated.
Yes.
That was sad.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
yeah, I think we're targeting her anyway, but then
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, she was gonna go home anyway, but I just wanted her to get voted out, not evacuated.
yeah. I didn't care because we literally only said one word to each other and that was it. Like not even kidding, one word. And
It's just
the
like
previous message I sent was from 4 months ago in another org, which she didn't reply to. So so I was like, okay, I
so
don't give a
cold.
shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
I was like kind of totally okay with her being evacuated because we weren't exactly the best of friends.
I
yeah,
just imagine just like you're just wearing like some makeup. She just steals it. Just like, oh no, you didn't. She gets evacuated. That's what she deserves.
Yeah.
but she had
I was
problems.
concerned
So
about
like,
her
it's
son. That's
fine.
all.
Yeah,
Oh.
I felt super bad that her son was sick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
it was like
Yeah.
it's a legitimate reason to
yes,
evacuate. So
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's no reason not to feel bad about that.
Yeah, like on a personal level, I felt really bad about it. Like I was like, oh my god, her son's sick. That's awful.
Like, I'm
And
gonna be honest. There was one more instance that's even worse than that of how to get evacuated from this game. Okay, so this is not from this story, but like.
So, after Jasmine, what happened with Thomas's vote?
Oh yeah,
Time for Thomas.
I'm waiting for this.
Okay, what do you want to know? I'll tell you everything.
He
No,
had to die so Nora could live, okay?
we should listen
Wait,
to Thomas.
what?
Like what was Thomas doing? I know he was doing a lot of shit
Here's the
that
thing,
travel.
like I was hell bent on trying to get out Nora because she was just being a bug up my ass.
Mm,
And here's the thing,
like
Anna and
true, it's
Bill, they
true.
both wanted Willow. So what I did is that I went to who was it? I went to Toby, Annabelle, Chari, and let me see who's in the group. And Matt about trying to vote Nora. And then here's the thing, Miles too. So I tried to get them all to vote Nora. I only got Matt to do that. All the attorneys that were still in the game, so Felix, Anna, and Miles, they voted Willow. And then Annabelle, behind my back, decides, oh, I'm just gonna pull the four others and blindside me.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like you're actually trying so hard, and when you pitched it to me, I felt bad like lying to you, but I was like, eh, what? Like
Oh my
you're actually
god.
Whatever
like
floats your boat and gently down to the stream.
Shut up. I'm talking to my brother.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
I'll tell you later.
Annabelle.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Annabelle, tell us from your point of view. This blindside you pulled off.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
Tell us.
Oh,
Tell us.
tell
I mean,
us.
I was there, but
You were there.
Tell
So-
us all the
I
juicy
stayed.
secrets.
So like okay, so I was starting to feel like Anna and I knew that we would probably be seen as a duo because of the Barbie thing and just because like we were a duo. We were really good friends. But I was like, if we get to the end and it's me and her, people are gonna automatically assume that it was her calling all the shots and that it was me just doing whatever she said, even though most of the time it was a collaboration. So I was like, I need to do something without Anna. I need to do something big, and I can't be tied down like that. And I thought that, and I didn't want to vote out a girl. And I thought that Thomas would be the easiest person to vote out.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that you were trying to gun for Nora instead of Willow, it would be easy to convince you to vote Nora, while the four of them voted Willow, and then 5 of us voted you, so that it worked out and you were gone. And that's not exactly how it happened, but that's pretty much how it happened. And you went home, and then I got yelled out.
Yeah, when you talked to me about it, at first I was kind of sketched out because I was like, "Oh shit, we're going against the alliance." But then I remembered Thomas was like kind of like low key saying I was a threat, like during swap. So I knew he'd always have that in his head, like I was a threat. So I was like, yeah, like okay, fuck it, you know.
Yeah.
And then we did
Yeah,
it.
I did say that.
Yeah.
My power.
Wait, who did I-
Mind
I'm trying to remember who I
blown.
said that to, Noah or Chelsea?
It's Nora. Nora told me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, Nora's such a
She
crackhead.
is.
Anyways,
Oh my god.
I'm
I
surprised
stand.
no
Nora's
one got
she's
rid
a
of her.
snitch.
We love a crackhead winning a game.
Yeah.
I was literally so fucking pissed whenever she told Felix that it was me who organized it. Like I was like,
Mhm.
Oh my god, that was
It's
so
like, you
funny.
son of a bitch.
I was so mad.
She's such a snitch. I can't.
I was like, oh my god, Nora. You know who would have been gone literally next tribal if I hadn't done that? You.
It's true. Yeah,
It
you
would've
you
been-
literally saved her.
I literally saved her, and then she did that. But I mean, she won. So it's
I can only
So
imagine what would have happened if you did it a round earlier and you had the eagle approach still. Like, people couldn't target you for the move you made.
The one thing I kind of wonder is what happened if Nora actually went earlier after she exposed you again and you decided, okay, time to get rid of Nora, and it worked and Nora went home. What would have happened then?
I don't think it would have happened though, because we already like double crossed our alliance, and then they probably wouldn't want to work with us. We'll work with Annabelle anyway. So
yeah.
yeah.
Because like after that, people kind of because Nora exposed me, people knew that I wasn't like as okay. Toby's gonna fight me on this, but people that I'm not as stupid as I come across. So
you're not that typical dumb blonde, pretty much.
Playing dumb in orgs is like
Hey,
really smart.
I'm not saying all of them are. I'm not saying that, but like you know that saying.
Yeah. I'm not stupid, but I do try to play stupid sometimes. So
You do it well.
I got that vibe from you.
Thanks, Thomas.
It's a smart thing to do.
Yeah, and it's really natural for her.
Especially if
Oh
you're,
my god, I hate it.
if you're playing a game with really smart players, it's very smart just to just play dumb and just go along, and then let all of them have blood on their hands while you're just completely clean.
Yeah, but
That's what I do
then
with Michael,
when you get to final tribal council, you don't have much of a case other than playing dumb.
No. At final tribal council, you pop off because you knew
there's
everything.
Willow!
Oh my god, she's actually here.
God, look how
Oh my
cute she is.
god, is Willow finally here?
Surprisingly.
Oh my god, we've been waiting like 7 years. Hey sis.
Hey, I fell asleep. I'm sorry.
Queen of roasting.
Well, we finally got one of the runner-ups.
Woohoo! Lovely.
Hello.
Okay. So I'm gonna keep talking. So what my plan was after the Thomas thing, I was gonna act like it was like Nora and Willow who organized it, and I just went along with it. Like I was gonna be like, Nora made me do it. She like blah blah blah, but then she did that, so I couldn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't lie. It was bull.
Like I do think, like on the topic of it, you say that if you don't have a case to the jury, if you play dumb, in some cases that's true, but in other cases that actually not be true, because if there's a lot of bitter people in that jury and you don't have any blood on your hands, that's very good for you, because if you actually have a good enough social game, you can just sweep the entire jury.
That's also very situational because it depends on the other person you're with in final
Yeah, it
tribal
depends
council.
on the people you're with, but if they have a lot of blood on them and you have none and you have a really good social game, you have a really good shot.
Okay, so after Thomas's boo, we have Annabelle's boo.
Oh.
Karma.
No, okay. I was like, I thought it was funny when I was voted out,
It
but
really was.
I hate you. I didn't like it that Miles didn't write something nice on his parchment. That was the only thing I was salty about. I thought it was stupid of Toby. But
Well, looking at it now, it was dumb. But like at the time, people were already talking about us being a duo because we did flip from the majority to the minority, so we were seen as an obvious duo. And
again, like, okay,
yeah, and
again,
then
like I said in the round table, like that.
I didn't necessarily trust Nora either because she did try to idle me out. Number one,
Yeah.
number two, like we fought like a hell of a lot in PMs. Like we were fucking like we were literally like fucking each other up in PMs. And then because of the duo thing, I was like, shit, I don't want to be seen as a duo, you know. So then I was like, yeah, we'll cut her. I felt really bad about it. And then when you wanted to vote Nora because that was the fake name we gave you, I was like, oh shit, this is gonna feel awful.
I
It was
love
like,
that me and Thomas were just bullying Matt to get in the chat.
Well, I mean, I didn't care like that you voted me out. Like I thought it was. I think that it was. I don't know. I think that. I don't think
think
that
it was
after I
karma.
did that, I don't think
yeah,
I could have won.
yeah. If for me, it made sense at that moment because all the duos in the game were like being thrown out there. So I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna be in a duo anymore. But like
Yeah.
looking at it again, I was like, shit, I sided with all the returnees again.
Yeah.
So yeah, it didn't. I think either
Like,
way, I
here's
would
the
have got targeted like later down the line because I would have stood out either way. But
Yeah. Like
yeah,
you're.
okay.
The hosts were mad at you.
yeah.
Okay, the one thing
We were like, Toby,
I
why the
think
fuck
like
would you do that? Why would you kick Annabelle out?
well,
It doesn't make
well,
sense.
actually, okay.
like
You
Toby,
first.
Toby. Was it after the Thomas vote or before the Thomas vote that we came up with Makatobi and Cheesabelle?
After.
Mac
After.
That sounds like a really good brand of mac
Yeah.
and cheese.
You're
No,
literally an asshole.
because
I can't.
I love playing like like keeping people making people feel safe and it's kind of an asshole thing but it's really fun doing it.
It's so mean.
Yeah, but I also wanted to be like the last player in the game who voted correctly every tribal I was in, and that happened. So I was like, yeah, why not? But
Yeah.
yeah,
Toby's the crackhead, basically.
yeah.
Like,
At the end of the
Can I
day,
just? I think like one things I don't like is like,
You're a
and don't get me
crackhead.
wrong, the returnees did amazing in the season. They did, but like, I'm not every single time that there is a returnee, whether it's actual on the actual show or it's actually on an org.
Okay.
Oh.
Hmm?
Bye.
Oh.
Hey, what happened to him?
Yes, he died.
Internet was cut off.
Probably went to go build a bowling alley.
Oh my god.
But yeah.
Chelsea, did you come off mute?
Bye, kiddo.
I was just talking to Chelsea about this. Anyways.
Oh, yeah. Someone should tell him he can watch the live stream.
On it.
Matt!
Oh my god. Who's here? Oh, Matt.
So,
Another finalist.
person-
Oh my god, Thomas.
Thomas, I really love you.
Oh my god. I can't believe it.
Okay, so Shari
Oh,
got
that's
voted out next.
Cher-
So what happened with that? Sherry? Sorry.
Cherry.
Three or something.
Shari?
I don't even freaking know.
Yeah.
She's
Oh,
to us.
who? Just me, Will. Yeah.
We stand. Okay. Yeah, talk about
Oh,
Cherry's
Cherry.
vote or
Yeah.
whatever.
Okay, so the other side was obviously targeting me because I flipped again. I don't know what I was thinking, but I actually wanted to work with them again. But Yeah, they started targeting me, and Cherry was like the easiest one to vote out because we were worried about the other two having idols. Which Willow did have an idol. I don't know what point she had an idol at, but we were worried about Nora and Willow having an idol. So that's why we kind of decided on Cherry as the vote. So yeah,
Willow, do you have anything to contribute?
Willow, Matt, hi.
The round I got my idol was the round that Annabelle left.
Oh yeah, so she did have an idol at that point. So.
Yeah. I was upset that y'all did Cherie dirty because I thought I was gonna be like either me or Nora because I thought that was like the smarter move at the time.
But we also were worried about you guys having idols. So
Yeah.
Which you did have an idol, so.
Yeah. I know that now because that's why I said at the time. But that wasn't meant to come off as sassy. I'm sorry. But
I'm apologizing.
What's happening?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I just said stop apologizing.
It's a habit. I almost said I'm sorry right there. I almost said I'm sorry. It's a habit. But yeah, no, it's a habit.
What?
He said to stop apologizing. He said,
"Oh, okay."
Yeah.
Your apologies were like the highlight of the season. Like it was one of my favorite things.
They were so funny.
Because they were so random. She would just pop in the chat and it would get hella quiet. And then Willow would come out of nowhere. She'd be like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I had a math test and it was like 3 hours and I couldn't get home." And it's like, Willow, why don't you even apologize? It's like, you're like, bitch, I'm not here. The fuck? Just hit me.
Okay.
It was meant to be like a polite thing. It was meant to be like, oh, I'm sorry if I reply like an hour later just because I'm like out with like a friend or something. Because some people would like message me and then they'd message me like 3 times because they think I have like an issue where it says I'm online when I'm not or something. And so like I could have meant it as like a polite thing, like oh, this is why I'm gonna reply like an hour later. I think I explained that in one of my jury speeches. But then it came off as me being inactive, so that's like my bad, and I'm not gonna do that in an org again.
Yeah, it did show you online like all the time. So when you left me,
Yeah,
like
it
you were my PMs were like 7 hours in, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Like some people will message me and be like, "Why are you awake at 5 in the morning?" And I'm like, I was 100% definitely asleep. So I don't really know what's up with my Facebook, but I think it was more.
Pretty sure I'll be the only one here that's actually up at 5 in the morning. To be honest.
Okay, yeah, but like on school nights, I'm not up at 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
Facebook
Just
is
ask
a
Nora.
whack platform. I said it.
What?
Facebook is a what?
It's a whack platform.
Yeah, it is.
Like,
Oh yeah.
It's like hard.
I feel like that would happen all the time where like it looks like someone's online but they're not. And in orgs, everyone gets so paranoid when like someone's online and not talking to them. It's insane.
No, it's true. It's true. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, like
So.
there would be like 10
Oh,
messages
sorry.
in a row from just Willow being like, "Sorry, I've been inactive. Whoops."
And then it happened in the finale too, and that was like the icing on the cake.
Oh my god.
So funny. Literally every time it happened, I died.
Yeah. So
then the next
Let's put Toby's vote out.
Oh.
Yes, because the first crackhead went home. Yes.
Yeah. So I was really trying hard to get immunity because I was like, yeah, if I don't get this, I'm probably dead. And of course, Anna pulls like a crazy score compared to what we played this challenge together in another org, and she just got 1 million. So I was like, okay, I think 3 million would be enough to like beat her. And then she fucking pulls out 5 million. And I was like, okay, my ass is gone. And I was like pitching like to all of them like Felix, and Felix was initially wanting to keep me in because he knew that I was pitching like if I go, all the threats will leave one after another after I leave, and that's exactly what happened. But Anna was like, no, you're a threat to my social game, you're a threat in like all aspects or whatever. I was like, oh shit, okay. And then she started yelling at me. So and then yeah, I
Who's
got voted
typing?
out. Yeah.
Who's typing?
Who's Kika, bro?
Yeah, that's me. I couldn't get back in as Skyrus,
Oh.
so I had to join with my other one.
Good God, you
Okay.
scared the shit out of me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry
just
about
keep
that.
on topic.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was basically
Okay,
what
so
happened.
Toby got voted out. Oh, it was kind of sad when Toby got voted out because, like I said, I was rooting for you,
Oh yeah, me too.
even though you were a crackhead. But I was still here for
I
you.
was not rooting for Toby.
Yeah. You said
You
you'd
were rooting
shave.
for yourself.
You said you would shave your head if Male got voted out. So why?
I
Wait,
was
you would
like-
shave your head if what
I was like,
was voted
God,
out?
these people are Mennonists. They're
Yeah,
not
like.
voting this guy out. And then
Well,
they
why
did.
is your head? Why does your head still have hair? By the way, like.
It's a wig. It looks exactly like my
Wait,
real
did
hair.
you actually shave your hair?
What?
No, she didn't. She didn't. She put like a
No.
bald cap on.
I put
Okay.
I put a
I was
wig
gonna
cap
say.
on.
Okay.
Okay.
Can we talk about Toby's boo? Like,
Oh.
So then let's see. Oh shit, Matt's here. Hi, Matt. I think he can hear. Well, he can talk right now.
Hello.
Hi, Matt.
Hi.
Hi, Matt.
Hi, Matt. Even though I knew you were in the chat already.
So then, who went home? Felix went home.
Hello, Matt.
Hello.
Hi, Matt.
Felix went home.
So then Felix went home.
Okay, that was
like
I was
the happiest
lagging for a
moment of
sec.
the whole.
So Willow or Matt, explain what happened when Felix went home.
That must be it.
Wait, do I just like explain it? I'm confused.
What happened?
Yeah, you just explain like what was happening.
Yeah, explain what happened when Felix went home like that.
Okay, well, basically, what happened was first, like, Felix made a chat with me and Nora and was like, we need to get out Matt because he's, like, the biggest jury goat here, and he's just, like, Anna Jane's goat, so we have to, like, get him out so that we can get out Anna Jane next round.
Nothing.
And he was like, oh, like, yeah, like, the majority's, like, splitting the votes in case of an idol. And so then what happened was me and Nora were like, okay, so then Anna Jane went to us and was like, if you and Nora tie it to vote out Felix, then her and Matt would flip and also vote out Felix. And then Miles came to us with like the same exact plan, not knowing that Anna Jane and Matt came with the plan to us. I'm really bad at explaining. But Miles came to us and was like, I want to vote out Felix too, so we could, since they're splitting it, like I think they were splitting it like two. Yeah, there's going to be like a 2-2-2 vote, right? Is that the right math? Yeah, I think so. And then Miles was like, okay, so since they're doing that, like I'm just gonna vote with y'all to vote out Felix. And so then it was kind of just like everyone was like coming to us with like these plans to vote out Felix. So we were like, okay, well we could either, like go with Felix and vote out Matt, or we could vote out Felix. And so ultimately, Felix got voted out just because like he was a bigger threat, and so it made more sense than to vote out Matt.
I do have a question on that. Can I just ask a question? It is legitimate to this thing, but like, what do you think would have happened if you kept Felix instead of Matt? What do you think would have happened?
Felix would have won the game.
Probably, yeah. Like Felix or Anna Jane would have won.
Because either way, the four of them would have teamed up against Anna in Knight's move anyway. So Anna still goes at 5. And then odds are Felix wins immunity over Nora. And then Felix
that's possible.
But then who becomes the final juror?
Miles still.
Yeah, Miles.
Probably Matt.
Miles still does? Okay.
Oh, Miles still there?
Miles is always final juror.
Oh, Felix takes Matt's spot. My bad.
So
since the next votes are obvious, we're not even going to discuss those because there were obvious votes. So then we get to final tribal. So Okay. You probably already know this at the finalists, but you were getting dragged in Ponderosa. I mean, you got dragged in speeches too, but they were actually dragging you harder in Ponderosa than they were on your speeches. So Laura writes this bomb ass speech, right? And everybody shook because they was like, "Well, English is not her first language, and she's a crackhead." So how does she write this bomb
And
ass
she's a
speech? Like, what's going
crackhead.
on?
What the hell are we gonna do?
So then Matt comes through with his speech, and he's at work, and he had to write his speech on his phone. And everybody was like, Matt's speech is trash. Why didn't he write this? Like, so then Willow we don't, girl, I ain't gonna lie, we didn't even know where the fuck he was at. It was like, is Willow gonna do a speech or like what's she doing? Like, were you sleeping? What were you doing? I can't remember what you were doing.
I explained to Benj. Okay, so I gave myself 2 hours to write this, 2 or 3 hours to write the speech, right? So then, because of my medications, I started throwing up around, I think it was like 9, and I told Benj this, and Benj was like, "Sorry, I can't tell the jury that." And so I was like, "Okay, well, I guess I'll just explain it like in my comments, like to the jury, like when I post my speech." And so I did, but then like because Benj like thought like host rules, like he wasn't allowed to like explain to jury like why I wasn't doing it, but like I ended up like throwing up around like 9ish because the speeches do it like 10, I think. And so then like I went to go lay down because like I was nauseous.
Oh,
and then
that is the worst time to actually get sick by that.
I've been sick like for 2 weeks. I haven't been sick this week, but I had been like throwing up for like 2 weeks. It sucked.
Yeah.
I was low key
that's so sad.
rooting for Willow so badly. Like I wanted her to like, out of the 3, I wanted her to win the most. And because she gave like bomb ass answers, like I loved her answer to my jury speech. It was by far my favorite. But then no one else wanted. No one. Her drags were absolutely legendary.
Oh my
like
God,
honestly.
I died.
So Chelsea said the drag for you was funny, so I fast forwarded to your part.
That was actually really good
for me.
Yeah, like the flip flop thing was like actually so freaking good.
Yeah, it was really good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It took me a while to like come up with some, and then some were like lacking more than others. But thank you.
And then your roast to the other finalists were also amazing. Like doormat. Like I didn't even think about doormat. Yeah, doormat was like genius. I was like, damn. I wish I could give her my vote.
Damn, she's savage as hell.
I was just trying to do the name, like go with like, cause with the jury, you have to do the
name. So,
like, if you want, like,
so it's in the final tribal at this point. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Like, I think, like, for me,
no.
The person I actually wanted.
So, no.
What's happening?
I have no idea.
Are we talking? What are we doing?
What are we doing?
Okay, so we're in the process of final tribal. And, what? If somebody keeps interrupting me. Anyways, we're in the process of final tribal, and Nora's giving really shitty answers, and Matt's giving really good ones. So, what are your thought process at this point? Oh, and Willow's not really answering at all. So, what are we taking?
I actually thought Matt was gonna win the game.
Well,
can y'all hear me? Like
you cut off a lot.
I can.
You cut. Like you go on and off on your like when you talk, it kind of cuts out sometimes.
We'll be back. Yeah.
Yeah. I voted for Matt.
Same.
Yeah,
okay.
Like, I was like bitter about that.
Okay.
Like not to be mean, but like.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Toby.
Like if someone wins the season, they deserve the win. But I do feel like Matt should have won against Nora, in my
No,
opinion.
well, for me personally, his social game, like, no offense, but like, it was lacking really badly with me, and like, a few good answers doesn't excuse that. In my opinion, it doesn't excuse that. And a lot of the reasons the other jurors voted for Matt was because Nora gave crackhead answers, so that's why they kind of voted for him too. I know that's why Annabelle voted for Matt.
No, that is not the only reason I voted for Matt.
You were so mad at Nora for doing that ranking thing that it made you vote for Matt.
That was okay. That was maybe like 40% of why I voted for Matt.
So what was the other?
The other 60% was that I didn't like Nora that much in terms of the game, and Matt gave more pleasant answers. And yeah.
Well, it did come off as like it's more of a personal thing because you did say Nora was a front runner for your vote prior to that.
Yeah, she had my vote prior to that.
Yeah.
You know what I wonder? I wonder what would have happened had Willow not get sick and she could have answered those questions. Would the vote still be the way it was?
If Nora had shown self-awareness in her ranking. If she had shown game awareness in her ranking. So I'm sorry, Toby. It is like super weird.
No, that's the reason I asked that question is because to see their like social awareness, and she kind of flopped at that really hard.
She doesn't have any, and I feel like Matt did.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I was still fighting for Nora to win. Like I was still fighting hard for her to win.
Well, she did win.
I wanted to vote for that, but I just couldn't. Because like I had a really good experience with Matt because before merge we were on the same tribe quite a few times and like talked a bunch, and he was way more social at that point. And so I really did. Would have rather had vote for him, but then he kind of just disappeared after merge. I couldn't.
I agree. Yeah.
And I just think Nora.
Like he was there during the pre-merge, but he kind of just vanished.
Yeah, he was actually good early merge, but then like later on, he kind of disappeared.
Like I remember the first two challenges, he dominated our tribe. He actually dominated.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Like,
and then he just became Anna's goat. Kind of.
Yeah. But then he also explained that in like the answer to my question was like kind of an amazing answer. And so that made me also want to vote for him, but then I was like, I feel like Nora played harder, so I couldn't ignore that.
Yeah. He definitely gave better answers than Nora, like no doubt about that.
Okay, I just felt like that Matt owned up to the fact that his game wasn't top tier, but Nora was trying to make it.
There goes Matt.
Bye, Matt.
Oh. I do have a question for you guys. Why did you guys vote the way you voted?
What?
What?
Why did you guys vote the way you voted?
Who wants to start?
I voted the way I voted because I guess Toby.
And he's back.
Toby, I guess you're right. It was kind of a personal thing.
No, but it still matters. Like if she said something to piss you off, that's her fault, kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean,
because that's the most difficult part of this game. Everything you say or do can impact you some way in this game, whether it's in the past or in the future.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's tough. Every time you open your mouth, you're risking something that can either get you voted out, or you're risking something that will screw you if you get to the end.
I just feel like in Nora's answers, she never said. I don't think that she ever said once that her game wasn't that great.
Yeah. Well, we already knew that, but she kind of didn't admit that. But
yeah, I would have loved. I think that if she would have admitted that, I think I would have maybe voted for her. But my vote obviously didn't matter. So
yeah, I think she just really wanted to win, and she just wanted to try and do whatever she could
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I gotta give respect to Nora. She played a really amazing game. She did.
No, she didn't.
Not at all.
Well, let's
Well,
not say
like
all
she
that.
did.
Not at all.
Let's not say all that.
okay.
Then explain how she won. Explain how she won then.
Because
She
she was
won
the
because
least.
Nora,
She was the
Played
least
her
crappy
ass
out of the
off.
Nora
final
was
three.
the best out of the three, maybe.
Yeah.
But she didn't play the strongest game of the
No.
season. Not at
No,
all.
Yeah,
no, no.
No.
yeah, but you don't have to play the biggest game of the season to win. Look
No, you
at
don't.
Survivor Samoa. Russell
Well,
played.
okay. The reason why Nora won was because Willow was kind of out of it because everybody perceived her as inactive, and it was kind of a toss up between her and Matt
And I just
because
sucked.
Matt had personal stuff going on. Well, Matt didn't suck. Like his answers were really good, and like he actually could. I think he could have won, like by his answers. But I think had he been a little bit more active or like talked to more people, he would have won, like hands down, though.
Yeah, if Matt actually had like a good social game, he'd definitely like he would have won, honestly.
Yeah.
Like if he even attempted like to have like small talk conversations, like "Hi, how are you? How was your day? How's the weather?" Like stuff like that, I think he would have won. Like,
Yeah, agreed.
but see, Nora being a crackhead and being a stalker worked in her advantage. She was always talking to some fucking body. Like she's like, "Oh my god, what are you doing? Let's
She
talk."
would, yeah, she would send like I would be like, "Hey, I'll be back in a couple hours. Like, I'm going to do something," and she knew I was gone, but would still send me like 40 messages.
Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing now? What are you doing now?
It came to a point where I actually muted her messages because I got that annoyed by her.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Well, what really impressed me was that there is a language barrier, but she still was super active despite having that language barrier.
Yeah.
That's why I was like personally really impressed by that.
Yeah, I agree. That's true. And like one of the first things she said to me was how like if anything sounds weird, just like tell her and she can try and explain it differently and stuff. Like she
Yeah.
was really good
We
in
got
that
into
way.
we got into so many fights because I read something she said the wrong way and she read something I wrote the wrong way, and that's why we were
And
so
then it started a
cracked.
rivalry.
Yeah, we had like a big rivalry in PMs though. Like
That's amazing.
I was here for Nora's detective skills because she stalked all of y'all, including the host. Like no bullshit.
Yeah, she was scary good at it. Like no joke.
Yeah, like Nancy Drew, like Sherlock Holmes type shit. Good. why do you know? Why do you know more stuff about me than I know like about me? Like that's weird. Stop that shit.
Like,
but yeah, so Nora wins 6-3-0. Woo!
And now we're on to questions.
She would have won 7-2-0 if she answered my questions correctly.
We got.
Doing what?
I said she would have won 7-2-0 if she answered my questions correctly. Like actually put a real answer.
Wait, Thomas, did you vote for Matt?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Me,
was wondering
Thomas,
if
Anna
there's-
voted Matt.
Okay.
Yeah.
honestly, if I was on the jury, I would have voted Matt.
Are you guys ready to answer some questions?
Yay!
Yeah.
Yay! Let's
I
do
doubt
it.
I'm gonna get any though.
Tyler Stacks asked, "What was it like to talk to Toby every day for 31 days?"
Oh my god! What the
Friendships are
fuck?
gonna get ruined.
This is like a personal attack.
Those are
It's
Tyler
awful to talk
Stacks'
to
words,
Toby.
not mine.
Toby's the
So
worst
so
person
how
to
was
talk
it, guys? Tell the truth.
I actually like talking to Toby, to be honest.
I
Aww.
hate it.
When we were at Mosul, he's probably like probably my favorite person to talk to besides Nora.
Aww. I appreciate that.
And then I absolutely love dragging him in the Rosa chat.
Toby sucks.
Toby and I were the best of friends.
I'm gonna be
Oh yeah,
completely.
we were like the best buds, you know.
I'm not gonna lie. I actually do wish I got to play with Toby. I do wish I could.
Aww.
That sounds like a lie.
Oh
what the heck?
wow.
You haven't even
Toby's the
met
worst.
me.
Yeah.
Trust me. Trust
I
me.
literally never stop getting dragged. I don't know why.
It's
They
because
they
he sucks.
fucking you up. Oh my god.
Yeah, I always get targeted.
I thought Toby had one of the best social games at Merge.
Aw, thank you.
I agree.
That was when I liked him.
That's when I actually had a friendship with him, and he didn't be a dick.
Yeah, it was so weird coming to Ponderosa with Annabelle because like we're so nice in game to each other, and then the next thing you know, we're in Ponderosa and we're calling each other bitches and shit. So it was like it's such a weird thing, but
No, literally, like we would be like we would message each other and we'd be like, "Oh my god, you're so cute. I love you. Oh my god, no, I love you more." It would be like it was so gross.
yeah,
And then the second he got to jury, it was like, oh my god, it was like a total switch.
So yeah.
Toby's
Yeah.
Okay. Emma, you got the next question?
Yeah. Jack asked,
Okay.
how hard was it to avoid the allure? I think that's how you say it. Of Anna's allure, yeah. Of Anna's big dick energy. His words, not mine.
Can you repeat that question?
What was the question? Yeah.
What how hard was it to avoid the allure of Anna's big dick energy?
What?
I didn't resist the allure.
I didn't really see it like that, to be honest.
Her big dick energy is off the charts.
Yeah. I played with her like I played with her like 3 times before this, so when I saw her I was like, "Oh, fuck me." Cuz like she always fucks me up somehow some way. And then
Annabelle?
she did Anna Jane.
Anna Jane.
Oh, Anna Jane. Okay.
Oh, are we talking about Annabelle or Anna Jane?
We're talking about Anna Jane.
Yeah, Anna Jane, yeah. She fucks me up
okay.
all the time. Like every time we play she fucks me up.
Yeah.
And you know, it happened again, so
I mean, I was literally on a tribe with her for all of 5 hours, and she yelled at me for half of that time. So.
Imagine playing 4 times with her.
Yeah, no, I can't. But I love her.
After the Thomas vote, she made me feel so bad.
How so? I want to hear this.
She was like, Annabelle, I love you so much, and you didn't tell me about it. You were my number one in this game, and I love you so much, and I can't believe you did that. And it was like, and I was at like a show, like I was watching a show, and like she was texting me this at intermission, and I was like almost crying about it the whole second act.
Oh no!
It's a big problem.
Damn.
She has a way with words.
Yeah.
Yeah, she really does.
Don't cross the screen.
Did she yell at you, Toby?
Yeah, she did. Like when I was during my vote out, I was like pitching to her like, "Oh, you can't get to the end like with a physical game, like you probably can't do it. Like just I'm trying to save my ass, obviously." And she's like, and then she took it the wrong way and she thought I was shitting on her game and that she wouldn't have a game to present at Final Tribal Council. And she literally told me like, "You were kissing my ass, and the minute I didn't give you the answer you wanted, you flipped the switch, and that's so ugly." And you know it. Like I'm reading our chats right now. like oh my god, she fucking like yelled at me in PMs because she took something I said the wrong way. Like
It's just like, "Oh, you're the sweetest person on earth. Oh, thank you." And then it's just like, "Oh yeah, by the way, we're gonna vote. Yeah, you son of a bitch."
yeah, she can flip the switch really easily when she needs to. Like she has a way with that.
Because Anna's a crackhead too. That's why.
Hmm?
Anna's a crackhead.
Yeah, there's a lot of crackheads this season.
Yeah, a lot of you are cracks. What is wrong with all of you?
I'm trying to find Anna and I's messages from.
Yeah, I'd love to hear that actually.
Okay. Damn. There's.
Okay, well, while you find those, or did you find them already?
Since she was voted out, so. Like, fuck. Okay.
So while you find those, Emma, you can ask the next question then.
Answer what question? Oh.
I said ask the next question.
Oh. Don Summers asked, how do you deal with troll questions about your season? Does this make you question you? Does it make it question your want to be associated with the season?
Wait,
God.
what was the question?
Yeah, what's the question?
How
I
do
feel
you?
like we should skip that question.
Yeah, let's skip
I
that
feel like we should skip
question.
that.
Sorry,
It was a
Don.
real question.
Jason asked, "What's the best memories that you will take away from the season?"
Matt,
Can
I don't.
answer
If
for,
you're talking, I can hear you.
what
Hello?
was the best moment from the season from your memories? Like,
Yeah, like
for
what's
me,
your favorite memory, basically?
okay, I know that Matt and Alyssa is gonna be very mad at me for this. I gotta say the bowling thing, just because I was just trying to have some fun with my tribe. I was just trying to have some fun, not have some stress. And I felt like that was the best way I knew how, is just shake up the chat a little bit and just do something completely random. And I think that was probably my funniest and favorite moment from Rhineland. Also meeting these three as well, because I would love to play with any of my tribe ever again. I would actually play with them again.
So who else?
I guess mine was my own blind side, to be honest.
Oh, really?
Go off.
Wow.
Mine was either not the lip sync.
Oh, that lip sync was iconic though.
The lip sync was really good. And
It was.
but yeah, I know.
Next on
I
American
did,
Idol.
I don't think I
Okay,
did
no,
it.
but literally that lip sync was so good, and I was so mad when like only Toby complimented me on it.
I was shook that I was the only one because that was like a killer lip sync, like no joke.
I thought I did. You said I didn't. I'm pretty sure I did somewhere. I don't know where though.
Anybody else have a favorite moment?
Oh, I didn't say my favorite moment.
Oh.
It was the Thomas one.
Oh.
Obviously.
It was the what? It was the what, Annabelle?
The Thomas blind side.
Oh, okay.
By far.
Oh,
So much
I thought
fun.
the lip sync was your favorite moment. My bad.
No, it would have been my favorite moment if people had actually acknowledged it.
Oh. Oh, damn.
If
Okay.
no, if I was like praised, I would have been like, yeah, it's my favorite moment. But
If you did it around earlier, I think you would have been praised for it. But you did it at 10, and then you got voted out at 9.
I gotta say, I really liked my blindside as well, even though it hurt at the moment. I still gotta say, as a fan of the show and as a player, I gotta respect Alyssa, Chelsea, and Matt for pulling the wool over my eyes. I got completely blind. I had no idea I was going home. So hats off to them for blindsiding me.
I think my favorite moment was actually not in the game. It was Ponderosa. Like I love. It's actually Ponderosa. Like honestly, like I loved Ponderosa this season. Definitely one of my favorite Ponderosas.
Was
We
my
were actually
favorite.
so.
It only been
Yeah,
3.
it was actually so fun in Ponderosa. Like I love that. That's my favorite part.
I low key was like starting to get annoyed with everyone just because I was there by myself for a while and it was great. And then
I just imagine you with like a margarita, just like, so how was your day?
yeah, but then it was fun. And then I also, my happiest moment was when Felix was voted out.
Doesn't change the fact that he made it farther than you.
Savage.
That was good.
But it was great. I was very happy when that happened.
My favorite moment is boring, but and I don't know if it counts as like a moment, but I really liked my Powerpuff Girls alliance just because like talking to them was like fun and stuff, and the alliance is really cute. So
Who is Buttercup and who is Bubbles?
you know what? I don't even know. I just
Oh, and
I have
Blossom.
the picture somewhere.
So while she's looking for that, should we move on to the next question?
Did everyone give their favorite moment?
Did everyone answer?
Did Matt give his favorite moment?
Maybe.
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 Did Matt talk? I must have missed that. Okay, so let's go to the next question then.
Kyle said, "Hi, not a question, and I can't be there, but hi, I'm mistaken wall."
I didn't hear that.
Nope, I missed that.
Kyle missed hosting you, and he says hi.
Oh, hi, Kyle.
Hi, Kyle.
Hi.
Y'all are so annoying. I can't.
Okay, so can we go
And
to something
Ian
that's
asks, how shocked were you when you realized that there were 4 returnees playing against you secretly for 6 days?
I was actually not shocked. Even though I wasn't in the game, I was not shocked.
Oh my god. I was.
The minute I seen Felix, I was like, holy shit.
I felt like it was just such a small cast. Like 16 people is not that much.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
felt like I was on Exile Island, but then once I thought about it, I was just like, okay, something big's gonna come out of this water. The question is what? The one thing that came to my mind was like maybe like there's like this secret like new advantage that's even more powerful than like a super idol, and a part of me was thinking, okay, there's returnees at the bottom of this lake. There's gotta be something.
For me, I hated it because with Miles, Felix, and Anna, they all know I'm cracked. So so like seeing them come into the game, I was like, oh shit, they know I'm a fuck up. So it wasn't good for me.
But like,
I was kind of surprised just because like there were returnees in Egypt. I think was the season before this. I don't know. I didn't really follow.
We don't talk about that one.
But
Matt, we have to do a podcast for that.
Fuck it.
Can't wait to hear about that.
Can I just ask a question to this entire cast? So like, I was trying to say this before, but I got kicked out for this. So, well, if you know returnees are coming in, why didn't the newbies just team up on them? No offense to the returnees, but why didn't you just team up on them?
We were like really cracked. So
my reason's complicated.
That's corny.
I don't really think we could. Like, I don't know. I feel like the way the tribe swaps went, it didn't really happen that way. And then by the time we got to merge, people were connected with the returnees. So
yeah, they actually played really well. Like
yeah.
Yeah, because every time a returnee comes in, they always go far.
Ow.
It's like the only tribe that could have done something would have been whatever that orange tribe was.
Eberone?
Gold.
Yeah, because they kept losing and they had Felix and Miles.
Yeah.
So it's like they could have all teamed up against them, but
I don't know who's in that tribe. Sorry.
that was the one with like Alyssa and Harold, I think, when they got voted out.
Yeah, just them.
At least tomorrow.
Toby, you were there too.
I really don't know.
I wasn't there. Sorry.
No.
I think it's either Oscar or Tawa.
So I have one more question, and then we can get out of here.
Okay.
I just need a yes or no answer. I don't need an explanation. Would you return again? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
1,000% yes.
I said it first.
Yes.
I said a yes, Annabelle.
I said it first.
I said it first.
No, I said.
Why are we arguing like kids about this?
I am a
McCoy,
child.
Because
you're a pre-merger. You're out.
Correct. Well, that's all the time we have because we don't went through the whole season. Shout out to this whole entire cast for making this one of the better seasons of the 30s. I know Tibet's supposed to be like one of the best, but definitely think that Rhineland tops them. No shade, just saying. Feel like you guys are better. But yeah. Yeah, thanks for giving us a great season. Shout out to Emma for recording this.
Thank you.
Shout out to everybody here right now. Thank you guys so much for being a part of this season and giving us your time to talk about this shit. And hopefully we'll see some of y'all in the future. I have to host y'all being cracked again. And yeah. Emma, you got anything you want to say?
Nope. Bye.
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 I mean, yeah, it was actually Rhineland was a very entertaining season. Okay, I'm done. Anyone else has to say anything?
I want to say something. Thank you
Okay.
to Tyler and the rest of the hosts. Y'all were friggin' fantastic.
I agree.
I hate
I
Teddy.
Oh, okay.
Oh god.
And that's it from me.
Yeah, I also would have to agree with
Chelsea,
that.
you have anything to say? I'm sorry. We want to end the order.
No,
Sorry.
but thanks for having me. It was really fun. I had a great time in this org. It was an amazing one.
And I guess nobody else has anything to say. And we're off.